Empty backfield now. Hill to throw on first down, far side, and picked off. First play. This is Tawatioli. Touchdown, Utah.
With just an easy completion. I love the call in the rivalry game, but that ball is way off of the frame of the wide receiver, Aleva Hifo, and Utah takes it in. Another interception for the Utah Utes. They were one of the best in the country a year ago. They have lived.
Pearson in motion. Here's Hill to throw it. Drops it off in the flats. Ball caught out of bounds. Colby Pearson. Taysom Hill out of the gun with time. Over the middle. And incomplete.
Actually dropped some defensive linemen back into coverage, and that's going to confuse Taysom Hill. Right now, the open part of the field looks like it's over the middle, but then all of a sudden there's a linebacker, a defensive lineman dropped right in the lap of the wide receiver.
16-yard line for Utah. Williams throwing on first down. Looks far side, has his receiver, loose ball. Can BYU jump on it? Yes, they do.
Trying for that easy completion, just like BYU. But the second effort, there's the ball, comes out. That was number 13 who stripped it out. And then Nakua comes in. Nakua, a senior from Las Vegas, and he's always around the football. He's in the right spot at the right time.
And Hill looks like a busted play. He'll eat it and be tough. Taysom Hill can settle his guys down. He'll throw it. Hill in trouble, rolls out of the pocket, throws on the run, and incomplete. Jamal Williams in motion out of the backfield. Taysom Hill drops it off, near side, ball caught, but not enough for the first down. Went from 42 yards away, and they fake it out of the pocket. The ball thrown and complete. First down, BYU.
Side of your screen, there he is. And he's just going to slip out of the right flat, and an easy completion for a first down. You got to love the aggressive nature for head coach Kalani Sitake, first-year head coach
for BYU. So first down and 10. Hill in trouble, stripped, and he'll pounce on the ball at the 30-yard line. Got it up, smooth delivery, and at the 17. Williams fires to the near side, and it's caught. Tyrone Smith with the reception. First down and 10 to the 28. Play fake underneath, ball caught. Broncos second down and 2 at the 36. They'll hand it off to Williams straight ahead, and Williams coughed it up. Second time in 2 weeks that he's fumbled the football, and BYU says that they have it. And they do. Once again with a fumble.
Longy comes all the way over. He was lined up as the right defensive end, and he slides all the way down the line of scrimmage, and then he puts his helmet right on the football. This is textbook. Bang! See how he gets his helmet all the way down by the waistline, knocks the football out. And Joe Williams, who had 2 fumbles against Colorado late last year, now fumbles for the second straight week in this season.
Play fake. Hill sets up deep in the pocket, and that one batted down, picked up by a lineman, and he'll advance the football. This is
illegal block below the waist. Offense number 79. That 15-yard penalty will be administered from the spot of the foul.
Treneman in motion. He gets a football, gets outside, squares his shoulders. Taysom Hill underneath and caught. Empty backfield for Hill. He'll let it fly, steps up, delivers, and incomplete. That one thrown high and
top of the linebacker. He had to throw it over the linebacker and high, and that's when Williams closes down and hits Jurgen.
Good luck, he says. Second attempt today, and it's perfect. Dead of the 16 for Utah. And they'll hand it off around the corner. They sweep. And this time it's Kyle Fultz. Utah, he did not return to the game. Second and 3 at the 23. This time it's McCormick. He's a speedster. Breaks a tackle. Gets down the sideline. Knocked out of bounds. As Utah backs up. Troy McCormick still in the game at running back. They give it to him as he darts forward. Running back. Here's Williams to throw out of the shotgun. dancing near side. That ball caught Tim Patrick, but he's wrestled down.
Has the advantage, but check out the coverage. First, it's aggressive, gets his hands on him, and then he stays with him, drives him back. And as Williams had to leave the pocket.
Hill so far 5 of 12 for 34 yards. They give it to Jamal Williams. Williams with running room. And Williams, the 27. Remember, Hill can run it. He'll fire to the far side. The ball caught. Pearson turns it up and picks up a first down as he gets to the 35-yard touchdown. 1st and 10 at the 35. This time it's Algie Brown. And that play strung out nicely by the Utah defense. Chase Hansen, first man. Juergens in motion. Here's Hill, steps up in the pocket, wants to run it, has a lane and a blocker, and he'll get out of bounds at the 40. Here's Hill to throw it, underneath, incomplete. Juergens, that one, first down at 10 at the 24 for Utah. Williams, firing it deep down the field, and incomplete. Good coverage in the game at running back. Play fake. Williams, quick strike underneath, and he's got his receiver at the 40-yard. Williams, play fake. Deep drop. Steps up. Fires and intercepted at midfield. Nakua down the sideline. Hurdles. And out of bounds. A flag on the play. Arizona back-to-back weeks with a pick.
And he's just reading the eyes. He settles down perfectly, and he just waits for the route to fall in his lap. That's exactly what you're supposed to do.
Get to that momentarily. 2nd down and 7 at midfield. Here's Hill. Steps into his throw, and he has Juergens at the Utah 45. 3rd down and 2 at the 45. And this is Hill looking for the first down. Tries to get outside and will not. Nicely done by Reginald. Here's a handoff to McCormick, and he'll dive forward and get the first down. Williams scrambles out of the pocket, throws on the run across the middle, and caught. Tyrone Smith out of bounds inside the
21. Tyrone Smith gets great separation. The BYU defender slips just a little bit and allows for great open field running. Austin McChesney, the freshman, was in coverage, number 27, and his slip is what allowed such great space for Utah.
1st down and 10. Play fake. Williams drops it off in the flats. And this time 18. Here's Williams. Steps up. He's got good wheels. Spins down at the 12. They run the option near side. Williams keeps it. Picking his way forward. He'll get to the 5. 3rd down and goal at the 4. Williams bounces it outside again. Buying time. Williams in the end zone. Intercepted again.
He didn't force it on 2nd down. He forced it on 3rd down. And Troy Williams pays the price.
Hill to throw it underneath, and this ball is caught. And this time, 1st down and 10 to the 38. And Williams, this time he'll run it outside, keeps on his feet, and finally steps out of bounds inside
of the game. They got to continue to give him the ball because he's the type of back that can wear a defense out. You don't want to tackle a guy like Jamal Williams because he runs with such purpose.
This one slung to the near side. Juergens gobbles up the football. Hill running it. 1st down and more. Down the sideline. Flag on the play. Touchdown BYU, 39 yards. Let's see if it stands.
Number 50, the defensive end in a bind, and he squeezes down ever so slightly, and Taysom Hill has the athleticism to get all the way outside and beat him to the corner. What they're going to review is if he stayed in bounds right there with the left foot and then the right as he was trying to tiptoe down the sidelines. I don't think that they can overturn it. That one's in.
Oh,
that's
in.
That should stand.
On to 10 to the 27. McCormick with daylight. McCormick trying to get outside and has to be tackled from behind. 1st and 10 at the 41. This time it's Folks. And he gets clobbered as he crosses the line of scrimmage. McCormick, 1st down and more. Williams to throw this time. Quick strike, and he has his tight end, Harrison Hand, their 2nd child, Augustus. Here's a handoff, Moss. And he'll pick up a 1st down. They start at the 27-yard line. Here's Williams with time, throws, caught, touchdown Utes.
Staff for it. You could tell after the timeout, you knew that they were going to want to take a shot with 1 timeout left. They were in.
And they hand it off to Williams with running room. And Williams gets to the 40 before being slung down at the 40 in the shotgun. He'll let it fly over the middle. And ball complete at the opening drive of the 2nd half for Utah. And Williams breaks the tackle, tries to get outside on the run. And he'll be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. He gets drilled and a flag on the play.
From out on the outside, but if you watch, he hadn't stepped out yet. That's a legal hit and an excellent.
Hill throws it, drops it underneath, and it's caught by Juergens. Here's Hill, steps up, finds a gap, picks up the 1st down and more as he gets out of bounds at the 45. Taysom Hill in trouble, and he just.
And they spin him around late, and then that violent throw to the.
Here's Hill. Scrambling. Gets it away, but not enough. Here's Troy Williams firing deep on 1st down. Caught! Tim Patrick again with a huge reception. At the 30. Williams steps up, looking. Lost it. Picked it up. And he'll go down at the. Mr. Automatic.
Breaking the huddle. I'm excited about that.
All right, 1st down and 10 at the 25. Taysom Hill over the middle. And at the 30-yard line, Jamal Williams still fighting for extra yards. Look at the leg drop. As he gets.
Or the way he plays the game.
Here's Williams. No, it's Hill on the keeper. And he'll get out of bounds at the 46. Hill hit as he throws. Intercepted. Quarterback.
Here's Dimmick, the captain, beats the tackle right onto his arm, and as the ball goes up in the air, well, you could say that would even be a fumble as it wasn't coming forward, but it doesn't matter because Tautioli.
For Tautioli, run back for a touchdown, and Utah with good field position, but at 11 at midfield. Troy Williams underneath, incomplete, and they were going for that 11-yard line. Taysom Hill up the sideline and caught. Nick Kurtz. Hill. And picked off again. Wow, out of bounds. But the Utah defense coming up big once
inside. See, he's running inside. You cannot throw back shoulder when your wide receiver has inside leverage. Cardinal sin for a quarterback. A veteran Hill has to know that. He kind of blindly throws that out there. If he leads them down the middle of the field, he's probably going to.
Utes now at the 48. And they'll run it straight ahead with Joe Williams. Williams over the middle. And caught, 1st down, no. Are they going to call it a flag? A catch, rather, a flag on the.
Get it. Nakua's going to go low, and he's trying to get his shoulder in there first. It's difficult to tell.
The ruling on the field is an incomplete forward pass. We have personal foul. Defense number 32 targeting. That play is under further review.
And of course, it's not 32, it's 12. He just got.
He is going crazy on the sideline right now. Sataki, his best defender. 2 interceptions for Nakua. For BYU, Utah with the ball at the 28. Williams rolls out in the pocket, sets up, looks. Oh, what a catch and interception by Francis Bernard.
There is a flag out late on the play.
Interception, personal foul, number 27 of BYU, targeting.
Oh.
That play is under further review.
Playing safety, he goes back and takes Kai Nakua's spot. And as we see the interception being made, unbelievable catch. There is the hit on number 4, Troy McCormick. And that's when the flag comes out. Here's the hit, shoulder up high, and immediately the flag came out. McChesney.
3-yard line. And Jamal Williams crushed as he hit Hill. Over the middle. He's got a receiver. And Marshall just dropped. Here's Hill again, throwing out of his own end zone. Drops it off. And this is Hefo. Will fight to the 10-yard line zone. Booby Hobbs, the return man. Hobbs comes up. Lost it! BYU ball again! Incredible!
Covered by BYU, first down.
Booby Hobbs muffing it. Michael Davis, Johnny on the spot. Here's Hill. Under pressure, drops it off underneath, and that'll be a first down for BYU. Yes, it's down. And that'll bring up 4th down and 3. Have to convince him to stay for one more year.
That's right.
First down and 10. Utah running the football with Joe Williams, Dean. And Williams runs it, and he'll be tackled for it. And they'll hand it off to Moss with a lot of running room. Moss breaks the tackle, crosses the 25, gets up to the quick strike, near side. Simpkins, first down. Moss. Down and 2. They'll hand it off to Moss, looking for the first down. He has it and more as he gets to midfield. Moss, midfield for Utah. Moss again. Williams with a first down. And Williams finally slung down. Started at the 10-yard line. Williams lowers his shoulder. 6-minute drive. 2nd and 5. Moss. This time, he'll be tackled for a loss. Fred Warner there to clean it up. 7. Williams will throw it. Sideline. Caught. What a bullet. Nicely done by Troy Williams. Joe Williams. And for a man that's fumbled the ball, that started at the 10-yard line. Play fake. Williams throws. Caught. And his receiver is faced on this drive. They need 5. Williams drops it off in the flats. Joe Williams. And good. Algie Brown in the backfield. Here's Hill. Looking. Scrambles out of the pocket. Takes it himself. And gets out of bounds with a first down. Let's go downstairs. Hill handles the snap. Steps up in the pocket. Throws on the move. Caught. And he gets out of bounds at the... Hill fires over the middle. And broken up. Field goal. Hill. Sideline. Caught. And they'll get out of bounds. Nick Kurtz. The building shaking. Hill underneath. And caught at the 35. Nicely done by... Taysom Hill steps up with a lane. Hill. And he goes down inside the 30. Taysom Hill underneath. Kurtz. And he's tracked down inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Hill to the sideline. Nice catch and out of bounds. Putata. Here's Hill again. Scrambling. Throws to the sideline. And it's Jurgens,
The heart of a competitor right there.
BYU with one timeout left. Taysom Hill rolling, looking, he's got a lane. Touchdown Cougars. Hill, draw play, on his feet, and he won't get there.
They were trying to run the quarterback draw, but because of the blitz, it's not going to work. He's a free rusher. There's no one to block number 30, Cody Barton, who holds Hill up
As they load up the far side, now they kick it near side, flag on the play. BYU out of timeouts. And that'll do it. 20-19. Utah prevails. Coach Sataki, Coach Whittingham, great friends. Coach Sataki saying, I love Kyle Whittingham, the man, not just the coach.